muggy day. Sky's gloomy, air's all wet.
And
Oh, man. At least let me finish my sentence. Ugh. Ugh. Cold, cold, cold. Oh.
yo, a hot meal should warm you right up.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna.
Ooh, spaghetti.
Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half!
Yo, look at them noodles.
Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh, that. Don't worry, money's not an issue. Augusta made sure we're covered. All our food and lodging here in Septimon is built straight to the F4's palace. But I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon.
Yo,
And you
damn
know
straight,
me.
Skippy.
If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed.
Yo, those little things look adorable.
Free stay, free meal. Zephyr really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, you know, hang around a bit longer. This smells amazing.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia's right, the last clues should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus.
Yeah, why are we not there yet?
We're so close to the finish line. Just one step away. But our pace has slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimon. What's the rush?
Yo, the bad guys?
I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging
Yo,
over the
Windruk,
Sanguis
how's it going?
Plateaus. And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords. Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Afra's invite did say something about a big hunt.
I can call you Wind. No worries, you got
That
Wind.
reminds me.
How you doing?
Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. Looks like it'll be a while.
Damn.
An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it.
Yo, I'm
And
doing
why
pretty
me for this
alright.
hunt?
Yo, it was a great
If it's
day
about
today.
the Great Aegon, the messenger said none of the other gladiators
Yo,
were invited.
my son said ducks today. And he was just amazing
Who
out of all of
knows?
it.
Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you.
Like, there's so many
Typical
things I could say.
Septimontian, right?
You think so?
Hey.
I've only met her a few times, but
Yo,
I
this
doubt
is
she acts
Wuthering
on such
Waves.
simple impulses. And as the F4,
And also,
can
the
she
wife is
really
amazing.
thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar, you possess eyes as clear as crystal. But what
Yep, I
troubles you
do.
so that eyes once bright as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds?
Oh no, a prophet.
A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles. The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power.
Yo, it pretty much is Genshin, but
Even
darker.
one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless.
One might say.
In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
True, Genshin can get dark, but there's always a sunny disposition to it. Where this is just like, oh hey, much later on the sunny disposition. And you are?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet.
Yo, what's it about?
The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then.
So, essentially, I don't know how to put this. It kind of starts out like Genshin, but you get to the big city, and then you're kind of discovering, like, the reason behind the enemies. Like, there's a lot that I don't want to give away because it does get really good. But imagine, like, this is Genshin meets Death Stranding.
If you are curious about the effort, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Wait, how do you know she's the champion? And all that stuff about the F-4, too?
Yo, and how do you know? Because you're blind.
Your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only.
I won't lie, the newest area really brings in like a Greek-Roman kind of feel.
I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Epher of Septimont. That's why I speak of her with some familiarity. I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits.
You know, I feel like this guy's teasing me for the next part. Then tell me about Augusta.
Augusta. A girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place.
I'm saving all my pools
Just like
for
the burning
Augusta.
sun was once a cloud of dust.
Laguna 2. See, what methods do you have in mind? At this moment, you are Augusta. You shall relive her past, face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. I'm ready. Of course, Augusta's story is already written. No matter what choices you make, they will not alter our reality. Yet, be wary. Fate is fickle, and a misstep could lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. I presume that it begins like in a space or crystal plane, when some god just sent got our memories. You pretty much got it on point. Pretty much. A gentle, warm light begins to blur your vision. You slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small, frightened girl, clenching a sword, stands amidst the ruins. A solemn Septimonian gladiator stands guard around her. Oh yeah, bot like gives levels. See, hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the dark tides did to your home, and we can help. Bold. Different choices will change the corresponding values. You must be hungry. Here, this should be enough to keep you from starving for now. We can take you to Septimont City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the dark tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring in your sword and come with us. Okay. But with the time, it kind of lost the hand. Okay. Ah, got it. The gladiator shakes their head and pats you on the shoulder. Follow them. Remember to maintain a stat balance. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. The story chapter is complete once the corresponding goals are met. Oh, this is very different. But that one seems kind of fun to play. See, in the end, you choose to leave the village. Gladiator's words reveal a bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you are leaving behind. In your travels, you engage with the gladiator. Following the gladiator, you arrive in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. Okay. Oh, I definitely think the Genshin players would enjoy this game, especially with how much more responsive the controls are. Like, it has very responsive controls. Draw closer to the crowd. You must know, Septimon's reveres strength here. Only the victor reigns. That is a law older than the city itself. You notice the passion-filled eyes of this Septimontian. Eat or be eaten is such a way of the city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. You can't stop thinking about their conversation. You realize that gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you were looking for. Tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd. As you leave, you notice that 3 words stand out in incense. Salient chapter: identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. I am learning. I won't lie. It is very responsive. Like, even the people who made Devil May Cry are like, we'll cross over with you. because of how your game, because of certain aspects. But yeah, this is new, this part. Seems very different than what I'm used to. When I have a little bet on how many rats are gonna try for the Aegon this year, them and their stench be sneaking up the place. Yo, Sarah, how's it going? Yo, I'm slightly concerned about my talent. You are determined to step onto the arena. The rules demand a mentor be at your back, someone who to keep death from claiming you on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see the fight through to the end. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually came across Kato. Kato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on a few patrons. So, you want to join the Aegon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about yourself? But yeah, this is very different than... You recall the discussion about the gladiator identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Setamont seem to value these more than anything. You choose to lie about my past. Speak honest. The dark tide took your home and you came to Setamont seeking strength, is that so? You've got some mantle, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. Argue with him. What now? You are still here? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Grab the sword. Alright then. Let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel is considered your entrance trial. Let's fight. Blades meet with sharp clash. Kato moves with practical ease. You are quickly defeated. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I'm seeking power. Do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. Now, how do you plan to end this? Challenge him the next day again. And the next day. And the next day. And the next day. Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you sure are pestering, as the city folks say you are, huh? How long is live? About 3 to 4 hours. Just like last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Kato. You're swiftly beaten once again. Go back. This is not the path for you. Nope. Keep challenging him. Too slow, too weak? Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be faster. Jack, be quick. Knife. Jack, be quick. Jack, jump over the candlestick. Say your best. How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate. You lost. Nope. Keep going. Still not giving up. Why don't you sell your sword? It'll get some food at least. 5th day. You stand before Kaito again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limits. I can still fight. The wind swept up the blade and whispered past. You're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak leaves, and you hear your friends' laughter. Your parents gently calls. But in the very next breath, a bone-deep chill engulfs you. That touch, You know it all too well. The thoughts race across your mind, and your hand instinctively grips the sword hilt. Yo, can't stop. Won't stop. You seize the opening and land a hit on Kato. Kato hands you his sword and turns to leave. Yo, get back here. You're gonna teach me. And set upon Sarita. The victor claims the weapon of the defeated. A symbol of conquest. The sword is yours now. If you're determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get there. Augusta, that's your name, isn't it? Yes. The moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. Spectators may brand you with a number, a symbol, or even a name of some wild beast. Very true. No other choice. And only the last one standing has the right to claim their true name. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause even without identity, status, or talent. Tell me, will I see that day? Yo, I'll make them... Yo, I'll make the crowd know my name. Training starts tomorrow, 6 sharp, be there. Yo, how's it going, Alex?
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness? Or
Yo, why not both?
for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone. They are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
Yo, what's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth.
No,
I doubt anyone at
anything.
the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
Yo, I think I'm good. I can fight. Yeah, no, there must be one.
Do you mean Kato?
Oh, I thought his name was Kato.
Do you believe Kato handed her that final victory on purpose, and that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
You know, maybe he had grown long tired of that corrupt system.
Then Kato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Wait, I wonder.
Let me be there for everyone.